Today it is about you are a rock star. You're the best. No one's better than you. You bring such a shining light to this event. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't even have this event. You're just so amazing. If that's the butter you want to spread on your bread, don't do it because you're not the rock star. Don't make it about you. Don't make it you are the rock star, because I'll tell you what, that will bite you in the butt at the end. You don't want to definitely do that at all right? I kind of call it as too big for your own britches, okay? You don't want to be too big for your own britches. You go into an event thinking that you're the best at that event, you're definitely probably not, and that's going to make people not want to work with you. And if people don't want to work with you, guess what? How many jobs you get? Goose egg, zero. You get no jobs. No one wants to work with you. Okay, so I'll give you a quick, I got two stories I want to talk about on this one. The first story I want to bring up is a story about myself. All right, I was hired way back when to start doing the announcing thing. So the first year I come out and start announcing, I think it was way back in 99 or whatever the year was, with the ESPN and X Games came out. And boy, I thought I was the best. I was like, people would tell me, Brad, what a great job you did. And you know what I would tell them? You're darn right, that's what I do. I deliver the best job possible. And I talk to people like that. What an idiot. I mean, talk about trying to not get work, trying to sabotage what I'd worked so hard to get, and all of a sudden I'm just like snapping at people and telling people, of course, I'm a professional. And you know what they started calling it? They started calling it bratitude. Now, I thought bratitude was a fun thing, like, hey, I got bratitude. Then I realized that they were making fun of me, and bratitude was because I was not fun to work with. I was an idiot to work with. So I had to adjust, and I adjusted, and over the years I've morphed myself out of the bratitude to make other people be the rock star, all right? So you're not the rock star, all right, at all. Make the people around you, make them be the stars. If you could introduce your co-host and give him all the acclimates in the world, then now you're making him a rock star. If you're able to talk about every single athlete out there and know their backgrounds and know what they've done, now you're making them the rock star. If you're able to talk about the event and make the event amazing, now the event is the rock star. Do you see? Co-host, athletes, event, they all are the rock star. That is what it's all about when you make someone else the rock star. All right. You want to make your team shine, obviously, all right? And it's not always about you. People want to work with you if you're fun to work with, and you just can't do it, all right? Now let me bring up a story for you, okay? When I always say this, when you're starting out as an announcer and you haven't announced very many gigs, there's no reason to start throwing your name out there, and the first thing you say, you jump on the mic, hey, I'm Brad J. It's my first event ever, but that's me, Brad J. Like, anyone is gonna know who you are. It's your first event. You don't even need to say your name. It's not even worth it, okay? Make it about the event, make it about the people at the event, and of course the people in the event. If you do that, that'll work for you every single time, which brings me to my second and final story of this one. Los Angeles Clippers, National Basketball Association. So I'm hired to do this job. I think the year was back in 2003 when the NBA hired me to work for the Los Angeles Clippers. Man, I was excited about it, all right? I could not wait to get on the court for the Los Angeles Clippers and start introducing things and doing games and having fun in the NBA. I'd watched so many games. Fortunately, I grew up a Laker fan, but now Clippers were paying me. That's a whole side story. I won't get into it. So the day I'm ready to work, I'm there. I'm at the show. I'm at the game. I'm ready to announce. And I go to the person I'm working with, I go, have you guys ever done this before? Oh, you didn't hear? I said, no, I didn't hear. Well, yeah, we did this last year. We hired this guy. He came out to work, and he was fired the first game. Jaw drop. Now I'm like, okay, well, what happened to the guy? That's probably the question I should not have asked at that point. Oh, well, when he went out to do his first event on the court, the crowd booed him so hard, he couldn't finish the event, and they had to pull him off the court. So now jaw drops farther. Jaw's almost on the floor. So I go, well, was he fired after that? And I said, no, he wasn't fired after that. Well, when did he get fired? Well, he went back out on the court for a second time, and the crowd booed him so hard that they pulled him off the court again. Jaw on the floor, officially. I'm just like, And I haven't even walked out on the court to say anything yet. I don't even know. My stomach is up and just, I don't even know what is going on. So I'm sitting here and it's think fast mode, you know. What do I do? What do I do? How do I make this? And then I kind of asked him, I go, well, what happened to him? Well, how did he get booed off the course? And then one of the person said to me, who I was working with, said, well, he went on the court and said, had his mic held up in the air, yo, it's me, Mike, and whatever his last name is. He said that. And I was like, Mike was up in the air, and the first thing out of his mouth was who he was. It wasn't about the game. It wasn't about the athletes. It wasn't about the event itself. It was about him. The first thing he said was his name. And we'll talk about this in future courses, never inverted mic. The mic is never meant to go upside down. So if you're on a mic, I mean, I don't care if you're trying to be a rap star, this is not gonna help you announcing sports an upside down mic, okay? So that's what he did. He had said his name, he got booed twice, they fired him after that, he never came back. A year later, I'm hired, it's my turn. So here comes the first event I'm about ready to go and do. I'm thinking to myself, I gotta do something, and I thought, you know what? The formula. Make it about the team, make it about the game. Don't make it about me. I won't even say my name at all. And so what I did was, I came out there, and the first thing out of my mouth was, the team was doing somewhat good, so that kind of played it in my favor. Put your hands together for your Los Angeles Clippers. And no sooner did I said that, I went into the game than I had to do, okay? So I made it about the event, I made it about the game, and everybody's cheering, so then I was able to go into my event. And I think it was a basketball shootout where two fans come out and they shoot for like a gift card from somewhere. So the two fans come out, they do it, I get it done, it finishes, the teams come back on, and right before the teams start play, I do it again. I go back on the mic, and that's your blah, blah, blah shootout. Now fans, let's get behind our team and make some noise for your Los Angeles, mic like this, not like this, Clippers. A little fake punch at the camera. Boom, crowd cheers, I walk off, basketball game starts, bam. The next time I come out, I do it again, basketball game starts, no boos, everything's good, bam, bam, bam. Next thing you know, 7 years later, I had worked for the Los Angeles Clippers because of that moment right there. That was a make or break moment. I could have came out there and said, yo, it's Brad J. But I did not do that. I made it about the event, the people at the event, and the people in that event. So, to wrap it up, you are not the rock star, all right? Don't be too big for your britches. Make it about the team, the people there, and the athletes in the game. And remember, it's not about you, even though you may think you are a rock star.